We organise campaigns such as the Sustainable Fish Fight campaign. We also do a lot of conservation events where we go and help the National Trust out with things like tree planting or fencing, that kind of thing. And we do a lot of events where we take people out to experience wildlife, like we go and look at basking sharks, which also coincides with like the surveys of the basking sharks around this area. And we try and show people the wildlife so they can gain a bit of a gain an appreciation for it, hopefully leading to them being more involved with conservation.
I think that having Exeter University campus here in the subjects that it is offering is probably a beneficial thing to us, due to the fact, you know, it's encouraging environmentally minded people to further their interest and potentially go into a career of, you know, that sort of sector.
In order to reduce carbon emissions, the university wants to get students to think about the way they travel to and from the campus. The Green Travel Plan is designed to get people out of cars and onto buses, or bikes, or even walking.
The other issue we've got is, and sometimes a student issue, a student will travel down here. Because of the nature of Cornwall, they have to bring a car, they haven't got any option but to do that. They then leave the car in front of the house for the duration of their term.
In June, I say happy days, the students have gone and we can park till beginning of September, the end of September, when they all come back again.
This is Ponds Harden Car Park. If you do need to bring your car to university, you can apply for a free permit to park here during term time, and then use the subsidised bus travel to get around Falmouth. The UK is committed to reducing CO2 emissions by 80% by 2050 and at least 34% by 2020. The Tremough Campus aims to proactively manage and minimise CO2 emissions, at least in line with these government targets. University College Falmouth aims for a 45% reduction in CO2 emissions per square metre of floor area by 2020, and the University of Exeter aims for a 28% reduction by the same measurement. However, the reality is that with the expansion of the campus, CO2 emissions are actually increasing.
The new buildings that they're currently building up at the top of campus, so the new Environmental Sustainability Institute, the kind of remit for that building has to be BREEAM Outstanding. So BREEAM's kind of a green building accreditation label, and it's basically having to reach this outstanding level. The buildings down the road were supposed to be kind of equally quite energy efficient and stuff, but various people who've done kind of assessments on it actually has an energy rating of E, which is kind of shocking, and E, so that's kind of at the bottom end of the scale. Where they have problems basically with the heating's on in the summer, cooling's on in the winter, those type of issues. So they're issues that could quite easily be fixed.
In an impressionistic sense, the fact that this building is always monstrously hot is a problem, yeah, I would say.
They kind of, the halls, the residents down the bottom of the hill, kind of, they're a massive energy consumer, because basically students first, they have free heating, free electricity, so they turn the heaters on all year round. If it gets a bit too hot in the room, they just open the window.
The good news for the Southwest is that Cornwall in particular is ideally placed for any marine renewable industry.
The university is involved with projects such as the Wave Hub, so on the north coast, the Wave Energy Test Facility.
The hope for the future is that if we can create a viable industry out of this, that it will become a significant source of employment and income for the local economy.
Now the main thing that Falmouth is producing is education. It's a main export.
We have a strand now of environmental history teaching in every year at undergraduate level, which also I think is unique in the country, as far as I know.
You have courses like the BSc in M-Engine, Renewable Energy. The geography departments have kind of masters in climate change sustainability.
Even if you come into the town for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, think about it, the individuals that are living here permanently and taking a pride and care for the town. Of course we want you to enjoy yourselves and get as much as you can from the time of the student life. But think about the town and the environment as well.
It's not sufficient to have simply outward projections of things that look culturally as if they are dealing with an issue. The real issues of really important questions like climate change are political questions. So the really important way in which universities can deal with those issues is not by having grass on a roof, but by activating people to be involved in politics in a way that can get things changed systemically in a meaningful way.
I think there's a big scope for kind of students campaigning to make the university better. A lot of the issue isn't kind of the technical issues, it's more the social issues, people not knowing what to do. I'm sure if students made a big enough noise and say we want our campus to be greener, then the university would eventually listen.
I love Crunchy Nuts.